Hey there, outdoor YouTubers. It's Dave Knetter from Knetter's Practical Outdoors. And today I'm going to skin out this deer. This deer is a 3-pointer. And, I was thinking, leading up to doing this, how, it'd really be pretty cool maybe if I had like a nice 8-pointer for this demonstration. But the truth of the matter is, whether it's a 3-pointer or an 8-pointer, the skin's kind of all in the same places, they kind of skin out the same. And then, I didn't shoot a nice 8-pointer, so, that's why we're using the 3-pointer. Alright, first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to kind of get these legs out of the way. So I'm going to take the saw and get them off, but first I'm just going to kind of cut around to the bone and try to do the least amount of hair damage that I can. Keep the hair flying around to a minimum. And I'll do this one also. There. Give us a nice shot there. And we can get down here, do these lower ones also. Again, just kind of there we go. Now we can kind of raise him and lower him as needed. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to start here, cut up to the top of the neck, come over, same thing, and we'll just start working them down. But I'm going to lower them down first. It really helps to have an adjustable winch pulley type thing to raise and lower them. Raising them, lower them is not a big problem then. Okay, we got the deer at a nice level, and we'll kind of get started. And all I'm doing is kind of getting under the skin. And if you cut into the meat, it's not the end of the world. You just don't want that knife to slip and come back at you. And always want to be cutting from the inside out. It kind of minimizes the hair getting on the meat. Don't want to eat deer hair. So kind of come up. And we're just going to come over to our first cut. And again, like I said, you just don't want that knife to slip out on you. And I'm going to go ahead and lower them one more time. I'm going to get those bottom shanks right onto the ground so he doesn't spin. Just for possibility. We just want to work our way around. There, right back around to where we started. Yeah, so we'll start working the hide back here and try to keep the hair floating around to a minimum. My brother-in-law Milton, he used to be allergic to deer hair. He would come up from Green Bay and he'd hunt out at the camp with us. And, every time he got a deer, then I had to gut it, because he's my brother-in-law and he can't gut him himself because he's all allergic to them. And, which was fine. I was happy to help him out. But then a few of the guys were at the camp were saying how, hey, did you ever look at Milton's Facebook page? He always posts pictures of himself with the deer he shoots up here. And I hadn't really looked at it, but, I got to looking at it, and he's got all these pictures of him, he's like holding the deer antlers and hugging them, and so I kind of got the impression he was just pulling a fast one on me, to kind of con me into gutting the deer for him. So last year when he came up, I had some really good news for him. I said, "Hey, Milton, it's a miracle. I declare you cured of your allergic reaction to deer hair. So you get a deer this year, you can gut it yourself. I've been looking at your Facebook pictures." And, he seemed kind of upset about it. And I don't know, whatever. But he did get a deer that year. And I made him gut it, and he was fine. He was perfectly fine, after we injected him with his EpiPen and the swelling went down. He was fine. All right, so we're just going to work this back. And it goes a little bit slow till you get a good chunk of it down and you can get a good hold of it. There, and once you get a little bit of a handle, sometimes you can start working her down. And you want to make sure that what you got the deer attached to is good and strong, and it's not going to come down when you're yanking. You're not going to want that. Go. And sometimes when you get to here, you just gotta separate this out a little bit. Then you get down to about here, and you do gotta sort of come down and open things up. Well, there you have it, folks. Got them all skinned out. But remember this: hunt, fish, laugh, repeat. This is Dave Knetter from Knetter's Practical Outdoors. Hey, thanks for watching and God bless.